Good morning. It is 7:13 a.m. on Monday, August 20th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It looks like I need to set my alarm earlier again, uh, just because I've been doing a poor job at leaving myself enough time to do things in the morning. Um, yeah, it's an issue. Recorded the latest episode of Watching 100 Movies with Mike last night. So you can find that video up on YouTube right now. We talked about The Godfather Part 2 and The Maltese Falcon, which are movies number 33 and 32, respectively. It was an interesting, good discussion, and if you watch it, you'll get this elaborated on a little bit. But one of the things that was in common for both movies as far as our discussion was the fact that each movie belongs to sort of a subgenre of movie where expectations and context for that subgenre can't help but inform the way we view and appreciate the individual film. Those being, of course, mob movie for Godfather Part 2 and especially Godfather fandom itself. And, of course, the film noir spy, or not spy, but secret eye. Uh, I was doing a combination there of secret agent and private eye, I think. So, private eye is what I was going for. In my personal case, I think that mob movies just kind of aren't my thing, and that colors the way I see the Godfather movies, which are not my favorite. That's not to say that I think they are poorly made by any stretch of the imagination. They clearly set out to tell a specific kind of story, and I would say accomplished that. But I think part of the context around where, my reaction is less than fully positive is the fact that the story being told in the actual movie is unambiguously a tragedy about bad people and anyone who was at any time ever kind of good being turned bad by association with this whole thing. There are no heroes in those movies. And that's not inherently a bad thing necessarily. You can tell interesting, compelling stories that way. But I think there are a lot of people who kind of fetishize the idea of the mob and the glamorous part of it, that some of the fandom of the Godfather movies, people who are really obsessed with those movies, seem to glamorize those parts and just ignore the rest, and that bothers me a little bit. Not in a moral sense necessarily, but just, I don't know. Anyway, not my favorite. Worse. Can't talk this morning. On the other side, however, is the Maltese Falcon, which is sort of almost a by the numbers version of all of the different film noir private eye tropes. You start with the private eye in his dingy office, and a leggy dame walks in and offers him a case, but she's actually lying about something, and then there's the MacGuffin that everybody is looking to get, and it doesn't really matter what it is, but everyone wants it just because it's a treasure. And you got the exotic characters, and you got the jaded but heart of gold sort of private eye. All those tropes, I love them. And if you didn't know that already from my writing, I would urge you to check out Phyllis Esposito, Interdimensional Private Eye, which is my story that I'm currently working on an ebook version of, by the way. Anyway, there's the 5 minute summary of the 2 hour discussion that I had last night. I'm not sure why I felt that was necessary, I guess. It was just on my mind still, I suppose. Anyway, I will need to continue getting ready for work, so I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.